Alright. This is a lot of likes, chat, a lot of views. I'm ready. Chat, brace yourself. It's basically how much easier men have it than women. That's the basic gist of it. So let's hear her out.
Crazy to think about the fact that men never have to go through any type of bodily trauma ever in their life. Listen, I'm about to give birth any day now, and it's got me thinking. And it hasn't been great for my marriage because I'm like, literally, what could you be tired about? What could you possibly... Men have it so easy. Hormones.
I gotta deconstruct this. I can't. I have to take this in small doses, otherwise I'm not gonna get through the video. Chat. We used to have a thing called like having a social contract. Like a social contract in the sense that it was universally understood by everyone, you know? Everybody understood it. Nobody said it out loud, but it was understood very easily. And it made a lot of sense. Childbirth sucks. No one's debating that. No one's fighting you about it. Nobody says it's easy. But in return for birthing children and taking care of them, men's responsibility at the end of the day is to protect you and provide for you. They go out and they hunt the saber-toothed tiger and put food on the table. Or in the last couple of centuries, instead of the saber-toothed tiger, you go and get a job. They go to war for you. They go for the meat grinder. They get drafted. Women don't get drafted. They had to, and like still have to do a shit ton of fucking stuff that fucking sucks. I don't get this mentality. And somewhere along the line, I don't know when it happened, but we lost the plot. We lost that mutual respect that we had between one another as a gender. Like, nobody had it easy because, like, the burden of life and the day-to-day struggle that everyone has to face was divided in a way between men and women that made sense. Why are we saying, like, oh, men don't have to go through bodily trauma? Okay, well, look at the, like, fucking millions of people dead during wars. But okay, like, I'm sure, yeah, men don't go through trauma, of course. That doesn't... This doesn't even address that the premise doesn't make any fucking sense. You don't get to be tired because I'm pregnant. Your fatigue is non-existent because I'm more uncomfortable than you right now. You're operating under a mindset that's gonna ruin your relationship with your husband. I think at the start she said like, oh, it's straining our relationship. Like, yeah, I can see why. Like, I would understand if your husband was, like, being dismissive of you being pregnant, saying, like, oh, well, you know, you don't actually have it that hard. But she didn't even say that. She's like, oh, well, you have no reason to be tired. You know what you sound like? You sound like my fucking parents. Oh, well, you live in America now. I used to live in this country where I had to go up both ways to walk 2 miles just to get some food. And I'm like, so I'm not allowed to be depressed or upset over something else? God, man, what is this backwards ass logic? Have you guys ever heard of that? It's so fucking annoying to hear that in your fucking ear all the time. Yeah, it's like the Victim Olympics. Exactly. Again, I would be completely understanding if the husband was like being dismissive and saying like, oh, it's not that bad or whatever. I think that's totally valid. I think that'd be annoying. I think my chat can agree like, oh yeah, pregnancy fucking sucks. You're walking around big ass and your hormones are raging and your feet hurt and blah blah blah. I get it, but it just sounds like he's tired and just saying it out loud. Is he not allowed to be tired? Are you kidding me? God, I'm only 20 seconds in, man. This is gonna be a long video. All right.
Easy. Bodily trauma, nothing. Have you ever been kicked in the balls? Have you ever been split in two while you pushed a watermelon out of you? Oh my God. Literally, like, what's the worst that happens to you? You go through a phase.
I know one. Having to find and impress a woman. They don't get to, like, sit back and choose. Having to deal with crippling depression that if they open up about, they're called gay or they're not masculine enough. Like, again, in the current day and age, in 2025, wilted rose emoji, being demonized for their gender and nothing else. I think that's pretty tough, is it not? Not being able to find jobs because of DEI hiring, getting drafted. Like, am I crazy? Yeah, war, PTSD. I was stabbed by a crackhead once. Thanks, chat. No, I just don't get this logic. Like, the mental fatigue of not being able to, like, fulfill what they feel like is their duty as a biological male. And responsibility to provide for a family. Because corporate America has made it impossible, and you have to constantly climb the corporate ladder, find new jobs, probably move to new cities or new states to keep balancing, losing all your friends, moving away from your family. No, that's not hard. No, you're not allowed to be tired. I talked about this yesterday too. This is why I got reminded of this video and I had to go find it and then I couldn't find it. The threat of divorce looming over your head if you get married and then losing half your shit and having to pay child support and losing access to your kids potentially, depending on the judge or whatever. Because divorce courts, on average, depending on what state you live in, on average are more woman favored. There's plenty of bad shit they have to deal with. I could list more. Why do we need to fight about it? Why are we comparing? We're just different and that's okay. It's not like a fucking competition. So stupid. Why did she get pregnant? She doesn't want to go through it. Well, this is allegedly with her husband of all people. I don't know, like that kind of blows my mind too. It's like, I'd understand if you're like pregnant and like the dad's not there. Yeah, sure, I get it. You're upset and you did your own, you made your bed, now you gotta lie in it and you're pissed about it. But like, this is like a voluntary action, is it not? Goodness gracious me.
Is in your adolescence where you start accidentally getting boners.
I beg your pardon. Hold on. Go back. What?
What's the worst that happens to you? You go through a phase in your adolescence where you start accidentally getting boners. Like, oh no, my penis. Why does it feel so good?
Dude, this bitch is retarded. Does she not understand the premise of, like, involuntary boners in men, like, when they're growing up? Isn't that weird? Like, I thought that was really, really embarrassing for boys, especially when it's, like, random. Like, you didn't ask for this. It's not like you saw something that, like, excited you. It just happens. It sucks. I totally get it. Like, periods suck, too. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, no. Get out of here. It's just not fair. Women, hormones, crazy. Never know what kind of day we're gonna have.
And who has to deal with you, by the way, patiently without getting annoyed or upset when you're like this? Like, you ever think about that? Like, what? I've dealt with women on their periods. They're insufferable sometimes. Not all the time, sometimes. Like, it's just another, like, unwritten social contract of, like, women have to deal with wild hormones and ups and downs, and men have to be nice to them. and understand what they're going through. I think it's actually gotten a lot better than what it was like 20, 30 years ago from what I understand. It's like, ugh, she's on the freaking rag. Like, now I see TikToks of like boyfriends making their girlfriend steak and like buying them tampons. I actually think it's gotten a lot better than it used to be, according to like fucking my mom. Again, she is conflating this. She's thinking like about biological differences like they're house chores. They're not house chores, honey. He doesn't have the ability to take over giving birth or managing the hormones. All he can do is be like nice to you and try to lighten your burdens in other ways. Good Lord, man. I just, it's like, this competitioning is crazy to me.
And we get our periods. Traumatic. Bleeding out every single month. Meanwhile,
bro, it's not that fucking dramatic. God, get over yourself. I've had periods before. Yes, I have periods. I've had them since I was like 12. Like, it sucks, but it's like, it's not the end of the world. Yes, sometimes the pain is so bad you wake up in pain. I totally get that, but like, holy shit, it's like you're acting like you're dying.
Boys and people in the workplace that are like, why are you so moody? Like, what? Do you know how many times I've prayed and been like, God, let's have some fun. Can you just like give the male species a period for one day? Just a full-fledged period, endometriosis, know what it's like to have cramps, to bleed out and still have to go to work with a smile on your face, to have to like...
That's corporate America, by the way. You used to be a housewife who sat at home and then just put a blanket around your stomach and did house chores when you felt like it. I'm going crazy. This is setting me the fuck off. I hated going to work on my period. It pissed me off. And she's complaining. Oh my god, it's not a gender war, it's a fucking class war sometimes, man. It's not even about that, and I'm gonna go crazy.
Tampons while you go to the bathroom.
I mean, we're being a little fucking hypocritical here. You just dismissed 30 seconds ago that boys have to hide boners when they're teenagers in high school or whatever, but now you're talking about having to hide tampons when you go to the bathroom. It's the same thing. You're having to hide something that's inconvenient. And my other point is, I don't want boys to have periods or to experience childbirth because I want to be doted on and given everything and to be treated like a fucking princess. Sorry, I don't want boys to have to go through what I go through. Because they have no obligation to treat me how I want to be treated. I don't want to go to war. I don't want to break my back providing for my family. That's your job, not mine. Isn't the expectation, life expectation for men way lower than women? No, thank you. I'll take the periods and the childbirth over the eternally working for corpos until you die responsibility. Holy shit, man.
Feeling like absolute doo-doo, and then someone asks why you're moody. Can we just, like, orchestrate that? Thanks.
Yeah, but then you're moody outside your period. Anyway, I'm just saying, I've worked with so many girls in my life. Sometimes you're just being a bitch too. Like I'm sorry. I can't. Like, again, we don't need that. We really don't. We just need mutual respect and understanding. There are so many wholesome TikToks I've seen of like women saying like, oh, well, instead of like yelling and getting mad at your boyfriend or husband or whatever, you should ask him to go get you a chocolate or get you a chocolate mousse or make him grill you a steak. Make him do it on the barbecue outside. It'll make him happy because he gets to grill and you get a juicy steak and then you get to replenish the vitamins you're losing while you're on your period. But instead, we're doing these fucking stupid, retarded fucking rants that ignite gender wars instead of fucking helping each other understand each other! I don't need boys to experience a period. I just want them to take my word for it and acknowledge that it sucks. And be nice to me if I'm clearly going through it. It's not hard. We don't need to make a fight about it. Pat the woman on the back, massage her feet or something. By the way, this isn't a fucking pick-me take. It's a reasonable take, and it's a respect each other take.
And then on top of periods, women get pregnant, which is 95,000 traumas in one. It's wild. Your body is not your own anymore. It's insane. And then
I don't even want to say it. I don't want to say it.
You literally split in half, and now your body is doubly not your own because now you're a milk factory. And your mom, congratulations, isn't it beautiful?
What the fuck is this fucking attitude? Dude, what?
Beautiful. All the while, men are just having cocktails, getting boners.
These fucking hags. I'm gonna go crazy. What the fuck? Why are you, what is this attitude of like, I'm a milk factory. I didn't give birth to a beautiful child that I love. I'm just a fucking milk factory. God, if my mom said that to me, like, and I could understand this, I like as a child, and then she said like, oh, I'm just a milk factory to you, I would feel bad. I'd be like, wow, I can't believe you just said that about me and yourself, that you see yourself as a milk factory, not providing me with nutrition. Isn't that the whole premise of like how women get pregnant, and it's like this beautiful thing of like breastfeeding them, you're providing your own nutrients, you're eating healthy, like, I don't know, isn't that a good thing? Isn't that a beautiful thing? I feel like, even though like I think pregnancy is scary and all that, but like at the end of the day, you're giving birth to another human being. I'm here because my mom gave birth to me, and that's awesome. What the fuck?
It's not fair. It's not fair. No.
Not children are parasites. Yes, she sees it that way. No, she really does. Everything she's complaining about in this video is true. Men don't have to deal with these things. She's right. She's right. You're 100% correct. The problem with this video is it's not trying to educate so that men will be more sympathetic. She's just talking down on them and berating them. It's trying to browbeat you into subservience. This is how feminists think. You don't have to deal with any of these things. So that means I get my way no matter what. No matter the situation, no matter if I'm being a bitch. And if you question me, you're a misogynist and you hate women. Don't believe me? Let's read some comments. You know what? They should take our last name. Why are we not worshipped as gods? We literally create people. What the fuck? Me looking at men. POV, being a woman. Oh my fucking god. Then go to draft and stop getting pregnant, and then after the periods we get pregnancy, it's menopause. It's why they create problems. These have hundreds of thousands of likes, by the way. Isn't that insane? They don't suffer enough. Yo, lady, you should go to the front lines and like have your leg blown off or something. In Minecraft, of course. Nah, it's crazy. They don't suffer enough. What? Hold on. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna look it up. U.S. Army drafts men versus women distribution. 82% of the army is men. 82%. We need to bump those numbers up so that women are 50%. That's what we should do. Yeah, men don't suffer enough. Are you kidding me? Currently, the U.S. Army draft only requires men to register, while women are not required to register unless Congress amends the law. Yeah, that makes sense. Nah, because then we get decimated. Nah, no, I'm just all for equality and whatnot. 30 weeks pregnant, my husband had a headache last night. I was like, respectfully, don't even. Oh my god, you sound like my mom. Oh my god, I want to shoot myself. I hate, in Minecraft, I hate this attitude. It just gives me like this fight or flight moment because my parents came from a really hard life. And I love them for it. Like, they came from a hard background of, like, being really, really poor and migrating a lot. And they built their own life, and they gave that to their children. And then it's like, oh, Mom, I have a headache. And then Mom is like, oh, well, you know what? We should just pack our shit and go back to where we came from. You're not allowed to have a headache. Oh, my God, shut up. That's not what I meant. I just have a headache. I hate it. But children of immigrant children totally understand this. Be it Arabs, freaking Asian migrants, people from the Middle East, they understand that. They totally get it. They're like, oh my God, it's not the same. I just have a problem. But men go to war! Yeah, they do! Why are you so moody? I'm bleeding for 7 days straight. I'm gonna have an attitude. Then just tell him. This is why we rage when they tell us to smile. Mind you, we can die because of pregnancy, yet they still treat us like second-class citizens. Oh my fucking god, second-class citizens. Do you even know what a second-class citizen? It's like a buzzword. They don't know what a second-class citizen is. Women are allowed to vote. That automatically disqualifies you from being a second-rate citizen. Are you kidding me? God, these fucking people are fucking retarded. My husband says I'm lactose intolerant. I get bad tummy cramps. Bye. What? You're not allowed to have... Chad, remember what I said about the ick list? Like, lactose intolerance means it's gross. My husband decided to get shingles a month before my due date. He's such a drama queen. He really said, how can I make this about me? Typical. You're not allowed to get diseases? How do you get shingles? You get shingles from the reactivation of a virus, the same virus that causes chickenpox. So he probably got sick because he was exposed to it at work from being in contact with other people. These have to be bots. These are real people? No, because I've dealt with these people in real life. I've met really, really nice women. I've also met, like, insufferable swamp hags that work and then bitch about their husbands constantly. I'm like, oh, then why don't you fucking divorce them? Good lord, man. You're very not wrong, like, at all. Who the fuck? Being pregnant radicalized me. On top of having periods we didn't ask for, we have to financially pay for it. Is she talking about having to buy period pads? Do you know what women used to do before period pads, by the way? My mom told me this. When she lived in Russia and Ukraine, you had to literally bleed into a like underwear that would absorb it and then wash it by hand. They didn't have tampons and period pads. Yeah, you'd bleed into a rag. Are you kidding me? Like you're so stupid. It hurts. Rags, right? Yes, that's where the term on the rag comes from. Like a woman being on the rag, yes. You'd have to wash that shit by hand. Thank God I just have to throw it away. Good lord. Oh man, dude, these comments, like, I don't know, man. This is how people get radicalized. Genuinely, they see this kind of shit and they're like, oh yeah, all women think like this, because they get like 200,000 likes on TikTok, and this gets like millions and millions of views. Look, she has like 12 million views, 2 million views, 1.4 million views. This is how it happens. I'm getting radicalized and I'm a fucking woman. Like, what the fuck? The more you know. Yes, the more you know. Now you're educated. I'm not saying that it's not tough being a woman. I'm not saying that. I think periods are fucking annoying. Sometimes I wake up with cramps so bad, I literally have to crawl into the bathroom and take Tylenol and Advil. Like double dose myself because it hurts so bad. It happens. It sucks. Pregnancy's awful, sure. But like, oh my god. No, men don't bleed out of their peepees for 7 days out of the month. It's not the same. It's like, oh my god, dude, it's different. It's different. It's different. Anyway, this is what I was talking about, the crash out. I saw this on my TikTok recommended because I get all sorts of like different like popular woman TikToks, and I saw this and my blood just immediately started boiling like within 30 seconds. I didn't even watch the full thing. I was like, okay, let's watch this together with stream. Thanks, I hate it. You're welcome.